You're listening to NacChat with Amy Mahaffey, straight from the city of Nacogdoches, where we chat all things Nac. We make any topic fun, and I'll take you behind the scenes of the oldest town in Texas. All right, welcome to the City of Nac podcast, and this is episode 5, and I'm so excited to be hosting Dan Taravella, Lieutenant Dan from the Nacogdoches Police Department. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
I know it took a little education to get you here, but
it took some urging and some education, yes.
But then you kind of got excited about our podcast.
I did. I thought maybe, but I thought I envisioned something different. I thought it would kind of be like radio, like we'd be in a glass booth with Les Nessman and Johnny Fever, and you know who those people are?
Nope.
Oh, okay. It's for another generation, but or at least, you know, maybe Danny Merrill walking by knocking on the glass or something.
We don't have a studio.
Well, I thought that's what we'd have.
We're in my office, and my fish is here. Uh-huh. She's awesome. And
you need a light, like outside your door, like
that
on
says
the air.
Recording.
On the air.
Sometimes I forget to send my phone when I record, so the phone will ring in the middle of the podcast. But it's real. The whole point of this is to be natural, and
sure,
we would sit and visit in this setting for the most part without the microphone on and talk about stuff, and you would explain what you do to me. So that's kind of what we're going to do today.
Okay.
And we're just not going to criticize the
environment.
The environment. I'm a little offended. I invite you on my podcast and you go being a snot about it.
No, just work on the air light outside your door. That'd be really cool.
I'll get right on that. Okay. So, how long have you been with the Nacogdoches Police Department?
Last November was 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, probably. How old were you?
I'm 27. So when I was 2.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I feel like that's kind of the running theme at the city, is that I'm the annoying little sister. Because most of you are old enough to be my father. And Steve down the hall. All the people we work with, really, except for a couple. I'm like the annoying little sister.
But that's good, because ultimately the annoying little sisters are the ones who take the lead down the road
and create podcasts.
Yes, and
in
podcasts.
Awesome studio environments.
Offices.
Yeah. So this is really okay. I want to tell this story because we've actually never talked about this.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is funny though.
Okay.
So do you remember? I guess it was around Christmas, and we always give each other a hard time on social media because you'll put something ridiculous up and I'll post and be like, "This is stupid" or whatever. And so I guess it was like a public page that we are both on, maybe Nac Sales or some page, and you were posting something for sale, like maybe your daughter's shoes or something. Do you remember this?
No.
And I posted, "Oh, are those your shoes?" Like I was giving you a hard time, like, "Are you wearing women's shoes?" And this lady who knows you in the community got mad at me, and she was like, "Mr. Dan is a well-respected man in this community, and you need to be nice to him." And I was like, fair enough. I kind of hijacked the feed. I shouldn't have done that because nobody else knows that we do that all the time. And so I was respectful back to her because I understood what she was coming from. But I thought...
You came to my defense.
I did. No, she came to your defense. She was mad at me.
Yeah, she came to my defense.
Yeah, and I thought, well, yeah, I don't have a leg to stand on because I was being a toot. So I thought, he's been in the community a long time and people know him. Yep. So that's kind of cool. 25 years.
Well, that's just that I've been at the city. I've lived here almost 30, so...
Okay.
I guess I'm almost an old-timer.
Where'd you grow up?
Houston.
Okay. Very cool. And you came to Nacogdoches because?
Because my older brother went to school here, and I followed him to SFA, and I never left. He did, but I didn't.
But you liked it here?
Yeah, liked it a lot. And met my wife, and we've been here ever since.
I love it. So tell our listeners kind of what you do at the police department.
I am a lieutenant over the Special Operations Division, which is in the Patrol Division. It's a part of the Patrol Division. And it encompasses the Street Crimes, which is our Narcotics Division, and our Canine Division, and our Traffic Division, and the Lake Patrol Officer. And so really anything that's, all those things that kind of fall under my division. And it's probably... it is my favorite assignment I've ever had. It's fun, and it's always something different, especially between all the different divisions.
So you started out as like a patrol officer?
Mm-hmm.
And then worked your way up?
Yes.
So now you're an office dude.
Yes. Yes.
Do they give you a hard time about that?
Yes.
Yeah, I bet they do.
My injuries usually involve paper clips and and staples.
Real hardcore.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about your job?
Probably just the working on different things with the guys in my divisions. I just really enjoy the people I work with, and working with other city people, which would be you.
I'm awesome. We all
others.
Know, yes. But I'm your favorite.
I really enjoy just kind of being involved with all the city different. What'd you say?
I said you're supposed to say yes when I say.
I nodded, but no one else heard me nod.
Right,
so
we're on the radio.
I'm nodding to her self-righteous remark. So
okay, you have great guys to work with.
I do.
Every time I meet a new person at PD, I'm always like, everybody seems to love.
They do.
I mean, I know there's good and bad, but everybody's in a really good humor most days.
Well, humor is the key word.
Yes.
I mean, most police officers have a pretty good sense of humor.
So I always love going and visiting at the PD or visiting at the fire department because everybody's kind of y'all are in your element. Uh-huh. And, City Hall, I like working at City Hall, but it's fun to get out and go visit because it's like it's like a whole family over there.
Right. And
y'all are comfortable and you give each other a hard time and it's funny to kind of be a fly on the wall. So I always appreciate that. You got to do real cop work. I feel like a couple months back, was there an incident at Walmart I saw you talking about on social media that you've got like your wife, maybe it was your wife that posted like, I haven't seen my husband do real cop work in a long time. Something happened. I don't know how much you can talk about, but
no, that's fine. That was just a shopping. It's a small town. You got to shop like everybody else and go places and go out to eat and go to church and you're always going to encounter things work related and we just happened to be there shopping and two other off-duty police officers actually were up there shopping, and when Walmart security had a problem with an ongoing theft or current theft at that time, shoplifting, with a group of people who were working in conjunction with each other, and it turned into a huge foot chase and several off-duty officers running through Walmart and out to the parking lot. And but we work a lot with the retail loss prevention people, so we knew who they were and what the situation was. But yeah, it's sometimes you might be pushing a grocery cart one second and stopping to question somebody the next.
And so you're kind of always on duty then. I don't know how that works. If you're not in uniform, you're still
sure. You have to be. You don't always want to be on duty. That's not good mentally or anything else. But you have to be willing and able to always take some action if the incident calls for it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know of any officer who has not ever had to do that with their family on their day off, or driving in the town and see a drunk driver when they're in their own vehicle with their family and have to call it in, or stop someone in a disturbance on the side of the road, things like that. So you're always having to be ready to do something.
How does that go down at Walmart that you're like checking out what flavor yogurt you're gonna take home, and then do you have your radio? Did you just see something happen? I mean, how do you?
Yeah, that particular incident I can't recall. I remember one of the other off-duty officers running through the store, and so I knew, that's a clue. Yeah. I knew something was up, and so it all fell together. I saw the loss prevention people also chasing somebody, and
wow.
But
you said that day, I remember distinctly, you were like, it was fun to do the cop thing, because I don't always get to do that,
Yeah, that's really what I miss about what I used to do versus primarily what I do now is the fun stuff out on the street and with the field officers. Mm-hmm. So when that stuff does happen, it's kind of fun.
Why have you been in police work for so long? What's the reason that you have stayed almost my whole lifetime? Haha.
Well, I don't know. It's just I've had some family that was in law enforcement, an uncle that I admired a lot as a kid, and always wanted to do it, and really had very few other ideas of what I wanted to be other than that growing up, and so once I started, I just always thought that's what I'll remain.
You do a cool thing. We keep talking about social media, but you do a neat thing on your Facebook page with honoring fallen officers.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about what that means?
Yeah. I've always, to some degree or another, tried to honor officers who've been killed in line of duty, but it really wasn't. I guess the climate in our, culture or in our society the last couple of years, especially towards law enforcement, has really made it more apparent and more upfront in the news and upfront in my daily life and the news sources that I read. So, especially this summer when after the Dallas officers were killed in June. So anyway, your question was how I honor those officers. I usually try to on a daily basis. There's some law enforcement websites that share news about officers killed in line of duty, and in the United States, there's an officer killed in line of duty probably at least once a week, sometimes a couple a week, and then sometimes you might go maybe 10 days at the most. But statistics speak for themselves, and when you have about roughly 125 to 150 officers killed every year, then you're looking at about every other day. And so I take a photo of their department's police patch and use that as my Facebook profile picture. And usually it's sad, but I just change it every time there's another officer killed somewhere in the country. So
that's your standing profile picture, is the last one that was honored? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you and I talked about this once, and it didn't even occur to me. First of all, we don't hear about all of them. Like the Dallas one was a huge thing. It shut down the whole downtown. It was a really big deal. But then there are people that on just normal traffic stops will get...
Sure. And not all are violent criminal deaths acted by criminals. Some of them are very odd and accidental deaths, drownings or electrocutions. An officer died very recently, just this week, going into a medical facility for an unknown situation where there was some sort of issue in the building, and a woman was unconscious, and he went in to drag her out, and it turns out it was a liquid nitrogen leak in the building, and he died.
Oh wow!
So it's things like that. Officers have fallen from buildings, things like that.
You never know where the day is going to take you,
Sure.
So it's not always a gunshot,
right?
And then you also said the patches on my Facebook page don't even touch the number of people who are severely injured. So
sure,
shot, but they have a vest on, or just an accident or whatever. And so it's dangerous work. You kind of
those are just the ones who, sadly, actually died in the line of their duty. But there's countless every day. They're involved in some sort of what we call a critical incident, either a police shooting or a major car accident on duty, or some sort of critical incident.
Well, I think it's cool that you do that and bring awareness, because not everybody hears about them or even thinks about it. It's good to kind of keep those people in your mind, because they could be one of our own, and we love the work that y'all do. So that's neat.
Thank you.
All right, so now we're gonna kind of pick on you a little bit, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, I have a list of terms, because you're always joking about your paper calendar. One time I sent you
3 of them.
3 calendars. One time I sent you a Google Calendar request, and you thought I had hacked your phone. So
I still think that when I get those.
Yeah, so I quit doing that to you because I know it makes you mad. But I have a bunch of technological terms, and I want to see how well versed you are, because you're good at Facebook. You're a Facebooking champion. So, okay, you ready?
I'm a master of Facebook. But that's about it.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Okay, I have a bunch. And to be fair, in our bonus footage, I do the same thing with the interns, because I didn't know some of the things. Some of the things we've crossed off of your list because I didn't even know what they were. Okay, so here we go.
So this is going to embarrass me?
Probably, but I went through it, so you can go through it. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Hashtag.
I know what it is, and I know if you use it, it'll link to other subjects or to that subject somewhere. I don't know where, but somewhere where all the hashtags go.
Okay. That's a good enough answer. Cloud storage.
Sure. Where you back up your phone.
Okay, good.
I don't know where it goes.
But where is the cloud?
Don't know.
I don't know that anybody knows, really.
No, it's mysterious.
It is mysterious. Okay, a subtweet?
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, a subtweet's like on Twitter, if you had a handle, I wouldn't...
What's a handle?
That's like your name.
Okay.
I wouldn't tag you in it. I'd just be like, oh, this guy at the PD did this, but I didn't call you out, so you didn't see. You
it's kind of a subtle remark.
It's kind of an ugly. Like, if you're trying to be ugly, you're going to subtweet. You're not going to tweet directly at that person.
Okay. I have little use for subtweets. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Podcast.
I've learned that since I was invited here. I had to look it up.
But you called it a pod yesterday.
Well, pod for short. I'm going to start a fad. That's going to be the new hashtag pod.
Okay. And we'll put it in the cloud.
We'll put it in the cloud.
Geotag.
Is that like geocaching but with a hashtag? I don't know.
It's like a coordinate. So, like, remember the Pokemon Go, that game everybody was playing a while back? That was based on geotags, and that's how you knew where to go.
Okay, like Latin longs. Latitude and longitude.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Yes. A filter.
Couldn't tell you.
Seriously?
Well, like just a general filter or
like a filter on a photo.
Oh, okay.
Like something that goes over your photo.
Yeah.
To make the colors change.
Okay.
And like photogrophers will use a lens filter.
I know what that is.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
I thought we were on further into the technical spectrum.
Well, that's where it goes. That's where it comes from.
Okay.
Instagram.
Yeah, I think my kids have that, and my wife. It drives me crazy, but I don't understand it.
Snapchat.
Same. Ditto.
But you know our name of our podcast, NacChat, is from Snapchat.
Snapchat,
NacChat, get it?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hashtag OOTD.
OOTD.
One of those days.
Okay, I thought it was Taravella Dan.
Emoji.
Yeah, for a long time I didn't know what those were called, and I forget what I called them, but I know what those are, little emblems.
Emblems.
The little symbols.
Good.
Yeah.
Bae.
The what?
Bae. BAE. Bae.
Don't know.
Like, your wife is your bae. She's your bae.
Oh, is that short for babe?
Like boo.
Okay.
Like, that's my boo. That's my bae.
I got you.
She's bae. That's bae.
Okay.
I know. It's crazy. Okay, this I think you will appreciate. I don't think you'll know what it is, but I liked this one. W's and L's.
Wins and losses.
Yes, but they say it. Because I don't use this word, but they'll do like that was a W. Like they'll use it in different contexts now.
Okay.
Or you got to take the L. Like take your loss with that one. You know.
Okay, I can grasp that one.
Yeah, I thought sports guy you would appreciate that. Dope.
Is that like cool?
Yeah.
Okay.
We thought you might say like, drugs.
I've got a little bit
your profession.
I've got a little bit of coolness, I guess. I knew what that was.
I guess so.
What's my average? Am I passing?
I haven't kept score. I just wanted your interpretation of these things. So anyway, thanks for playing.
Okay. I wonder what my average is when we're done.
Okay, I'll work on that. All right. Well, with that, thank you for listening, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.